Alright guys, good evening Yuko, hi Yuko, hi Lalwani, thanks for joining. Alright guys, this is the very first question, this is just a warm-up question for today and we are still waiting for few more users. Sheila is here, hi Sheila. So this is the very first question, you guys can give it a try and we are waiting for few more users to join and we'll have the next question then. I don't need the answer in decimals. Give the answer in exact form, like you can give it in pi or roots along with the explanation. I don't need the answers only. We need to solve for the shaded region area. Diameter of the circle is already given to you as 16 and one of the angle is also given, right? So Ashir, we need to solve for the shaded area. Hi there. Waiting for the correct answer along with the explanation. Don't give the answer in decimals, guys. Give the answer in exact form. Once you are going to do that, we'll move to the next thing. Alright, Sheila has given the answer, but we are looking for the correct explanation for this. Ashdev, I mentioned we need to solve for the shaded region area. Whenever it's not given, we need to solve for the shaded area. You can see there is a figure. I have not written here anything. Solve for the shaded region area. Muskan Lalwani says area of the shaded region is equal to area of the circle minus area of the triangle. That's what everyone knows, Muskan, already. I think I'm asking for the pretty much legs of the triangle that we are asking it. 64 pi minus 32 root 3. Okay, that's correct. Yes, you are right. We'll move to the next. But before that, I'll give you a brief description about explanation about the question. Yes, Sheila. Your answer was correct. And your explanation is also correct. You need to use the trigonometry, using the basics of trigonometry here. We can get the answer of this. We can get this side first of all. This side would be 8 root 3. And similarly, this side is going to be 8. Now simply solve the area of the circle. Diameter is already given 16, radius would be 8. So area is going to be 64 pi for the circle. And subtract the area of the triangle, which is going to be half into 8 root 3 into 8. So it's going to be 32 root 3. So 64 pi minus 32 root 3 is the right answer, guys. Okay. Afan has given the correct answer. Alright guys, we'll move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do that. Let's have this one. Give me a minute. This is going to be very easy for you guys. I want all of you to give the answer for this one. We are given that we need to solve for the length of the tangent, which is PQ. Solve for the length of the tangent, which is PQ. We'll use Pythagorean theorem. Sheila is right. And using the Pythagorean theorem, what we are going to do? What we are going to get? Okay, Okay, Rao says 12. 12 is the right answer, Rao. However, I'm not looking for the answers right now. I'm looking for the correct explanation along with the answers. Twelve. We'll wait for a few more to give the correct answer for this. Anish is there. 12 is equal to 15 square minus 9 square. Okay, that's correct. I think that's pretty much obvious for all of you now. We need not to focus that much. Right? This is 9, this is the radius of the circle, and this must also be 9. So this entire length is going to be 9 plus 6, 15. And as it is mentioned that PQ is a tangent, and we know that radius are perpendicular to the tangent, so this is going to be a right triangle. Once it is known to us that it is a right triangle, we can apply the Pythagorean theorem, and using the Pythagorean theorem we can solve for the value of PQ, and PQ is going to be 12, right? 12 is the right answer. Arshdev is correct, Anish is correct, Sheila is right. We'll move to the next then. Let's have something different. Let's have this one. Guys, for this question I need the explanation, so please be very careful for this. I don't need the answers for this. I need the explanation for this. This is the new question today. Afan, you are right. We are given with m plus n is equal to minus 2. And we need to solve for mq plus nq minus 6mn. RS Negi 306 root is not the right answer. Maybe you are answering for the previous question, but that is not right. That was incorrect. Even why you are letting n as 0? You cannot. Answer is incorrect. 4 is not the right answer, guys. Rao is saying minus 8, but I need the explanation for this. As I mentioned earlier, I don't need answers, guys. Okay, RS Negi, you are at the previous question, I think. You just need to refresh your screen. We are at the next question. 12 was the right answer for the previous question. But right now we are at the next question. Just refresh your stream, I think. Sheila Devi says minus 8, Rao says minus 8. I'm just waiting for one person to give the explanation for this. Cubing will not give you the answer, Anish, by the way. If you say so, if I'm going to cube of this, do the cube of this, let's say. Right, what I'm going to get, let's say m cube and n cube, right? M cube plus n cube is going to be m plus n into m square minus mn plus n square, right? We do have m plus n, which is going to be minus 2 for sure, but we need to rewrite this expression, which is actually it is m square minus mn plus n square, but I have to rewrite this. I have to rewrite using m plus n. What I can do, I know that this is having m minus n, so I will rewrite it as m plus n square. It is going to have 2ab, right? 2mn. but I don't need 2mn, I want negative of mn, so I'll subtract 3mn from this, and solving this will going to give me the same exact answer, right? Now you use this, you'll get everything. This is going to be -2. -2 square is 4. This will be 8 minus 8. And along with this, we have 6mn. And 6mn will go on another side directly. You will be left with -8 only. So -8 is the right answer. We have Sarita. Sarita says, speak in Hindi. Sarita, I believe that I can speak in English, or that's why I created a poll also today. Most of my users are not from India, so I have to continue in English, I think. Let me just check. Hello, Sunny has given the correct explanation. Anish and Rao, you are right. Ashdeep, wait a minute, I just skipped. Yes, that was a formula. You just gave the formula. That is correct. What I told you, yet you need to modify the formula as per your needs, right? So -8 is the right answer, guys. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Make them. Wait a minute. Just let me know how many of you were there in the previous session that was on my other channel. Because I want to discuss. Okay, Anish was there, Sheila was there. Anyone else? I think Rao was also there. Sneaky. Okay. Guys, I'll be giving few questions that we have discussed there today. And I don't want you to disrupt in between. We'll discuss few new questions also, but I want these questions. Okay, Afan is from Sri Lanka. We need to solve for the value of x, guys. You can throw your explanation, Anish and Sheila, I don't mind. But just wait for others to give the answer first. If they would be able to give the answer, then you can also throw your explanation. If they are not, just then let them suffer. Okay? Same goes with the Rao. Rao, don't just give the answers. I don't need the answer first of all. I need the explanation. We'll have a rapid fire round at the end of the session. My network is not slow, Sarita. Happy Bee has given the explanation for the previous one. That is correct, Happy. We need to solve for the value of x. Only thing which is given to you, we are given with the two angles and PA is a tangent. Anish, just let's wait for others to give the answer. At least wait for 1 or 2 users to give the answer. Let's see if anyone of them can give the answer for this. Rao, whatever you have written, that could not be understandable by everyone. Why you are writing 90 minus 40, why you are writing 70 minus 50, that would not be understandable. Why? Alright guys, you can throw your explanation, I think. Anish and Sheila. Pradeep has given the explanation. He said 30 plus 90. Okay. And 220. Alright. That's something like 140 or 220. I got it. Cubex Med said hi. Sheila Devi has given the correct explanation. For Pradeep, Explanation was there, but answer is missing. How can solving the equation will give you x as 20, right? Okay, Pradeep, the explanation is also correct. See, everyone is using different method, right? Okay, let's see, guys. I'll explain this. If this is 30, this is 70, this would be 40, right? This is using the exterior angle property, this would be 40. We know OA is the radius. OA is the radius, so it is going to be perpendicular to the tangent for sure, because PA is the tangent. So this angle is going to be right angle. If this much is 40 degree, the remaining portion is going to be of 50 degrees, correct? Now if I'm going to join this O with the C, this will form an isosceles triangle both ways. So if this much is 50, this much angle is also going to be 50. The entire angle was 70. If this much is 50, the remaining one is going to be, wait a sec, this one is going to be 20, right? Because this much is 50, so the remaining portion is going to be 20, and this is also going to be equivalent to x. So x is directly equal to 20. You need not to do any construction. You need not to go with any angle sum property of the cyclic quadrilateral or quadrilateral. However, your approaches were also correct, but I have shared this one also. This one would be an easy one, right? We need not to do any construction there. Like, we need not to think about any other difficult angles or theorems. 20 is the right answer, guys. We'll move to the next directly. Let's see how many of you can do this. Wait a minute. This one. Yes, AOB is 2 into 70. That's correct. That was not right, wrong actually. Hello, Sunny. Okay, guys, you need to give the answer for this. I don't want Sheila and what was the other participant? I forgot the name. Anish, to give the answer for this one. Think about it, guys. We are given that KQ, KP and LM. I'll highlight everything. KQ this, KP this line segment, and LM this. So they are tangents, right? What else is given? PM ratio KL is 1:2. PM ratio KL is 1:2. Rao, you want me to block you actually? Wait a minute. Despite of giving so many warnings, now he won't be able to disturb anymore. RS Negi, you are still at the previous question. We are at the next question. We are given with, I was explaining something, PM ratio KL is given. PM is this length, KL is this length. The ratio of these two lengths is given to you as 1:2. You need to solve for the angle LMK, which is nothing but this angle. Take your time, think about it and give the answer. Along with the correct explanation, guys. Guys, whatever the answer you are giving, just give the explanation along with it. Afan 65, okay. LMK is equal to 180 minus 50 by 2, okay. I got you. Anyone else to share his point of view on this? Hello, Sunny says the same. PM plus MK. PM plus MK is equal to LK. Happy Bee was there at the previous session, I think. Okay guys, 65 is not the right answer. That's what everyone did already in the previous session. I'll give the explanation without wasting any time further. Think about it. 50 is not the right answer. See here, Ashdeep. Everyone please see here. Don't comment. I'm not looking at the comment section right now. We are given that PM ratio KL is 1:2. Let's suppose PM is 1, right? PM is obviously one part, so I'm writing it as X. And I'm writing KL. KL is 2X. So which is this? KL. Correct? Now the thing is, what you guys did, you actually consider is an isosceles triangle. By considering these two sides as equal, they haven't mentioned it anywhere, right? Until or unless you can't prove it, you can't take it. Think now. We know that these are the tangents. Now MP and MN are also going to be tangents because they are the parts of the tangents, right? So if MP and MN are tangents, MP is X, this MN is also going to be X, correct? Let's suppose this ln is nothing but this ln is Y, right? So this LQ is also going to be Y, right? Now see, this entire length, this KQ, let's talk about this KQ. KQ is nothing but the tangent, right? Similarly, KP is also a tangent. KQ and KP are going to be equal. So I can write that KP is equal to KQ, but KQ is how much? It's 2x plus y, right? So KP is also going to be 2x plus y. What about KM then? KP is 2x plus y. KM is going to be 2x plus y minus this x. So this KM is nothing but this is x plus y. Now see, this is also x plus y, and this length was also x plus y. This is x and y along with it. So it means we do have these two sides as equal side. This side is equal to this. So it means base angles are going to be equal. So this 50 is going to be this, same as this. So the remaining angle, which is LMK, it is going to be 80 degrees. I hope it is clear to you guys. It is the right answer. Anyone with any doubt in this? We'll move to the next. If anyone is facing any doubt in this, or else we can move to the next. Okay, Yuko says no. All right. Is there any doubt, guys? You want me to discuss this one more time, or we can move to the next? Okay, Kushdeep says next, no. Okay, next. Let's have the next question. Great. Thanks for your confirmation. Let's see. This is going to be very easy for you guys. Read the question. You need to find the perimeter of PQS. It's very easy. I don't think you guys are going to take even a minute for this. Vikram is here. Vikram says 15. Okay. We do need an explanation for at least one user. Okay. All right. Vikram and Anish has given the explanation, and that is correct. All right, guys. Look, guys. They are mentioned that PR and PQ are the tangents. So we know the PR and PQ are the tangents on a same circle. 150 is incorrect, Ajay. How you are writing it as 150? Maybe it's just a typo error. So then PQ is equal to this PR, right? This is also going to be 5. Now, as these two sides are equal for this triangle PQS, these base angle must also be equal because it is an isosceles triangle. But as soon as you are going to solve for these angles, you will realize that it is nothing but an isosceles. It is not an isosceles triangle. It is nothing but a equilateral triangle, right? So PQS is equilateral. All of the side must be equal. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is going to give you 15. 15 is the right answer. We'll move to the next then. Correct. Wait a minute. Let me just check it out. We did this. I want to discuss one more question. This one. I don't know I have shared this question on this channel or not, but this is something nice. Radius of the circle is 5. AC is the tangent. You need to find DE. Find DE. Yes, Sheila, maybe. Vikram has given the answer as 5. Most of the new question I shared on that channel only, I think. Then I forgot whether I have shared it here or not. But I always try to cover all of the questions on both of my channels. So, okay. Cube MX 555. Correct. Vikram has given the explanation, that's right. I'll give a brief explanation on this, guys. This is AC is a tangent, so this is going to be a right angle, right? This is already 30, sorry. So this much is going to be 60. Yes, so if this is 60, this is also going to be 60, and these two sides are equal. This is also going to be 60, and as soon as these two are 60, this is also going to be 60. So this is an equilateral triangle. Radius of this triangle is already given. Radius are the sides of this triangle, so DE is also going to be 5. So 5 is the right answer for this. I hope it is clear to every one of you. We'll move to the next. Anish is right, Sunny is right. Okay, let's have the next one. I think I have not discussed that here. We have not discussed. I have discussed it morning on my one of the other channel. We are given with the cuboid, and the sides of cuboid are also given to you. This is very basic. L is this, B is this, H is this, and this angle is theta. You need to write an expression for cos theta. We have Miguel. Miguel, you are right. DE is 5. Your answer is right for the previous question. You need to solve for the cos theta, guys. Don't consider that I want the answer in terms of LB and H only. Don't take it as a unit cuboid because it's not cube, it's a cuboid. You can't take all of the side as one. Okay, we have cube. Cubex has given the correct answer. Okay. I want few more to give the correct answer. Yes, Vikram has given the correct one. Alright. See, cos theta is nothing but base upon hypotenuse, or we can say adjacent side upon hypotenuse, right? So for this triangle, this is the base, CH is the base, and hypotenuse is CE, so it would be CH upon CE. Now CH is nothing but representing the diagonal of the base of rectangle portion, right? So this is going to be root of L square plus B square, root of L square plus B square, and this CH is representing the diagonal of the cuboid. So which is, we know the relation for this. This is going to be L square plus B square plus H square. Square root of L square plus B square plus H square. Right? Anish is correct. Cosine rule? No, we need not to use cosine rule. It's the basics of geometry. Trigonometry, sorry. Afan is right. Aris Negi, you are still at the previous question. We have solved that question. Just refresh your stream, guys. We're at the next question. We'll move to the next, guys. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's have this. Yes, Raghavan, you are right. Okay, guys, we are given with a circle. There is a triangle. One of the side is given, and of course the triangle is an equilateral triangle. You need to solve for the shaded region area. It is circumcircle, right? And triangle is inscribing the circle. So you need to solve for the shaded region area. Yes, Sheila. I have one more question for you guys for sure. Sheila, if you are here and you are waiting for it, I have a good question for you guys. I'm going to share it at the end of the session, and after that we will have a 10-minute rapid fire round where we are going to discuss each and every question that we had discussed earlier in our sessions. Yes, it's an equilateral. Answer in terms of pi. In terms of pi or root. Vikram. Okay, one of the user has given the answer. I forgot. I skipped one of the comment. Cubex has given the answer 4 by 3 pi minus square root 3. Okay. But we do need an explanation for this. I'm looking for the explanation for this. Okay, Anish has also given the answer 2.42, but if you are using the exact value of pi, it would be 2.46 something, I think. But I don't need the answer in decimals. I told you already. Guys, only one person is there. Yes, circumradius is 2 by 3 of the height of the triangle. Yes, we can say that. By trigonometry, or we can use the trigonometry, or you can keep in mind that the radius of a circumcircle inscribing an equilateral triangle, its radius is always equal to a by root 3, right? It's mentioned by cubex already. A is nothing but the side, so the radius is going to be 2 root 3. So now it is very simple. You can solve for the area of the circle. It's going to be pi r square, which is going to give you pi 4 by 3 pi area of the circle, and subtract the area of the triangle which is equal to a triangle. So it is going to be root 3 by 4 side square. Side is nothing but 2, so 2 square will get cancelled out with this 4. So you are left with 4 by 3 pi minus root 3. So this is your answer. I hope it is clear to you guys. We'll move to the next thing. Right, Vikram, you are right. Okay, let's have the next one. Let me just check the time, how much time it is. Okay, it's been 36 minutes already. Okay, we'll have one more at least. Not one more, we have more than one. Give me a minute. We did this already, I think. We did this. We did this also. We did this one also. We did this also. This one. Let's have this one. You need to solve for, we are given with an expression. We need to solve for t cube plus 1 by t cube. Take your time, think about it, give your answer along with the correct approach. Rajveer says 52. Okay. Correct. Anish has given the explanation for this. Cubing only will not going to help actually, let's say, right? We need to cube also, and we need to rearrange the expression in terms of like t plus 1 by t square. Then that would be helpful. Or else there are other methods also. I'm looking for others to give the answer for this. Correct. Alright. Let's see. Guys, you need to just use this expression to make t plus 1 by t. Just do this first, because we need t cube plus 1 by t cube. That would be only possible if you have an expression for t plus 1 by t. For that, I'm going to give the explanation for that much part only. What you need to do, just divide this entire equation, the given equation, by t. You'll be getting t square by t is t, minus 4t by t is 4, plus 1 by t is equal to 0. Take this 4 on another side, so this will become positive 4. So you will be having t plus 1 by t is equal to 4. Now cube it both sides, right? And you can use it, you can arrange the terms accordingly, and you will be getting the answer as 52. 52 is the right answer. I think most of you has managed to give the answer for this particular question. We'll move to the next then, and let's see how many of you can do that. Now this is going to be someone new. I think I want all of you to give the answer for this along with the correct explanation. Yes, Ragman, you can make a quality equation. You can solve that quality equation that is already given to you, right? That was also a correct approach. Now this is the equation we are given. A cube plus a minus 1 is equal to 0. And you need to solve for a6 plus a4 plus a minus 2. I don't need answers for this. I need the correct explanation for this along with the correct answer. So after this, we'll be having one more. Rajveer is giving the answer as 1. But Rajveer, I already mentioned I don't need answer for this. This is the new question, and this has been discussing. We are discussing this for the first time, I think. I have never discussed this before. So I want the explanation from your side, guys. We'll discuss this question later on the other channel also. But for this channel, I want the explanation right now. Okay, Cubex has given the explanation. And that is correct. So Rajvi, your answer was incorrect. 1 is not the right answer. -1 is the right answer. Vikram is writing the explanation. That is also correct. His approach is correct. -1. Great. We can add them and simplify. Adding them and simplify will be a longer, I think, approach. That would not get simplified actually. Vikram is right. Okay guys, I'll just give you a brief about this. Look, solve for this a cube first. This a cube is going to be take everything on another side. So your a cube is going to be 1 minus a. You have a cube. Now in this expression you need a6, right? We can modify this a cube. Like a cube square is going to be a6. So a6 is going to be 1 minus a square. Similarly, this a4 can be rewritten as a cube into a. So a into a cube is 1 minus a. Right? This is 1 minus a. Wait a sec. 1 minus a. We have an expression for a6. We have an expression for a4. We can substitute it here. Keep a and -2 as it is. And on simplification, you are going to get the answer as -1. -1 is the right answer, guys. Happy B has given the explanation. That is correct. You are right, Happy B. Sheila is correct. -1 is the right answer, guys. Let's move to the next question then. And oh, that's not a lengthy method. It's already up to you. A square -1 is also the another approach. Yes, you can do that, taking a as common. But keeping a square plus 1 forming into a6, that would also be not a good one, I think. Okay, we did this question, I think. This question has been discussed already today, right? There are multiple approaches, Sheila. Guys, we have discussed this. I think, yes. Yes, we have discussed. Okay. We'll not discuss this again then. Wait a minute. Let's have this one. This has not been discussed. And this is going to be the last question for today. And after this, we'll have at least 10 to 12 questions, which has been already discussed on the channel. And for those questions, I don't need explanation. I just need your answers. It's going to be like a rapid fire, and we'll see who is going to give the answer first. We need to solve for the shaded area. Rest everything is given to you. The points like U is there, S is there, Q is there, W is there. They are the point of tangencies. Okay. These points, these highlighted points are nothing but the point of tangencies only. This U, this S, this Q, this W. Solve for the shaded region area. Take your time. I want the correct answer along with the correct approach. Is it? I think the names, this is readable, I think. If the names are not readable, I'd rewrite it as V. This is U. This is T. this is S, this is R, this is Q, this is P, and this is W. Rest everything is visible, I think, and it's pretty much obvious. Now you can give it a try. I don't need answers, guys. Already mentioned I need explanation for this. RS is equal to RQ. Tangent at the same point. Okay. Keep writing, I'll read. Alright, Vikram, don't write I got your concept. Let's wait for others to give the explanation, and let's see if they are going to come up with anything next or any other different answer. Give your answer in terms of pi, guys, only. Don't do it in decimal. Vikram, I told you that don't give the explanation. I got your concept. Vikram, am I not audible? आदर्शकर आज लेट नहीं हो गया, आज लास्ट क्वेश्चन ही हो गया ये तो. दिस इज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन. आज बहुत ही ज़्यादा ही लेट हो गया. No worries, we'll have a rapid fire round. There you need not to give the explanation at that time. So we are still going to have 10 more questions at least, but those questions has already been discussed on the channel, I think. Guys, is there anyone else who can give the answer for this one? Adashkar, oh, sorry, Anish has given the explanation. All right, correct. आज आपने कुछ नए कॉन्सेप्ट बोले हैं. Adashkar, you can go through the live. You can go through each and every question. You'll get to know if there must be something new for you. I don't know if it is new. Because for me that's not going to be new, now. Okay, sorry, I need not to erase this. Let's see. This is RS, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to give the explanation of this. Sheila is asking for the explanation. This is RS. This is 17. So if this is 17, this QR is also going to be 17, right? But we are given that PR is 36. So this entire length, this PR is 36. So this much portion is 17. So the remaining portion is going to be 19, because 19 plus 17 is going to be 36. Now if this PQ is 19, this PW is also going to be 19, because they are the tangent to the same circle. Now see, VP is 34. This VP is 34. So the remaining length VW is going to be 15. Now see, these are the point of tangents. If I'm going to join them, they are going to form nothing but they are going to form square, because we know radius are perpendicular to the tangents. Radius are perpendicular to the tangents. So what I am going to get? That this is forming a square. And if it is a square, then all of the side must be equal. So this 15, this is also 15, this is also 15. And once we got this sides at 15, these are nothing but the radius of the semicircle, and that's what we need actually. 15 is the radius of the semicircle. You can solve for the area, which is going to be pi by 2 15 square. So your answer is 225 by 2 pi, and whatever the units are there, square units. I hope it is clear to you. Anish is like, bro, I hate writing explanation. Anish, I hate all of them who don't give explanation. Vice versa. 225 pi by 2. Okay. Ashdev has given the explanation. I hope it is clear. Happy V has given the answer for this. Guys, is it clear? Okay. Alright guys, so this was the last question for today's session. We are going to have the rapid fire now. And for those questions, Anish, we don't need explanation for those questions. I hope you are going to give the answers only. Yes, Duck, you are late. Let's see. So I have to give simple questions so that you can solve it ASAP. Yes, only answer guys, because all of those questions has already discussed. We have discussed those questions already. So you can throw your answers directly. And I just want to see how many of you are there who have learned something from those sessions. Let's see. Start from this. We need to solve for the value of x. Guys, do it quick. I want to cover at least 10 to 15 questions. Anish is the worst. Jayant is second, 90. We'll wait for Vikram 90, okay. Okay, 90 is the right answer. I'll let you know whether the answer is correct or not. Right? 90 is the right answer. We'll move to the next. Let's have this one. Do it quick, guys. We need to solve for the shaded area. The bigger figure is the rectangle and other splits are nothing but a parallelogram. Quick, I need top 5 for every question. I need top 5. Once I'm going to get the 5 comments, I'll let you know whether your answer is correct or not. Quick. We did this. Ritesh, you are at the previous question. I want you to refresh your screen. We are at the next question right now. Do it quick, guys. Make it quick. 81, 90. Okay. 22 is Ashrif. You are answering for this, na? 90, Afan. Maybe you are at the previous question, guys. Those who are answering 90. We are at the next question. Just refresh your screen. Pure what is there? 81. Guys, 81 is the right. Ashrif, you made a mistake, maybe. '81. Sheila Devi is right. 81. Ritesh Sahu is right. Okay. Area of the rectangle is going to be 117, and these are the parallelogram. Parallelogram is base into height. Base into height. This is the base, and 9 is going to be a height for it. So 18 into 18 is 36. 117 minus 36 is going to give you 81. 81 is the right answer. Let's move to the next question directly. Let's see how many of you can do this. Quick, guys. Anish, you are right, but you Do it quick, guys. We did this earlier also. We need to solve for the value of x. Given with a circle, Afan says 81. 81 is right for the previous question. We are at the next, guys. Vikram again, 122.5 is his answer. Let's see what is the answer going to be. Jente is there, 127.5. Make it quick, make it quick. Oh, pure what is there? Alright. 3 of the user has given the answer. I'll let you know whether it is correct or not. Sheila Devi 127.5. Okay. So 127. Anish is also there. 127 is the right answer, guys. What you need to do, you need to draw this. This is going to be right angle because it is on the semicircle, right? Angle formed by the diameter at the circumference is 90. Take this as an equal isosceles triangle. You can solve for this. This is going to be 37.5. Adding both is going to give you 127.5, which is correct. All right, let's have the next question directly. Wait a sec. This one. We need to solve for the perimeter. You are given with an expression already. Area is given to you. Make it quick, guys. 22 is the right. 22. 6 is incorrect. We need not to solve for x. We are solving for perimeter. See here. Duck says 22. Anish 22. Pure what 22. 22. Okay. Okay, you just use the hidden trial method as 6 and 5 satisfy this. But in order to do the exact calculation, we need to form a quadratic equation. However, the answer is going to be 6 as x. So its sides are going to be 6 or 5. 22 is the right answer. You guys are correct. Let's have this one. Moham is there. Guys, we need to solve for y. Do it quick. Sheila, you are at the previous question. You need to. Yes, Vikram, you are right. I'm just letting you know. Okay, duck lol. Speed run time. Yes, it is a speed run time. 60. Boredom is there. Every time we are getting some new users to at the top. Moham is also here now. Pro all-rounder Vikram 60, 60. Happy B 60. Anish 60. Great. No need to give. I don't think there is any need to give the explanation. This is an equilateral triangle already, right? So these angles are going to be 60. There are multiple approaches. Use any one of them, right? So either it's going to be alternate angles for this directly 60 because P is parallel to Q. All right. Let's have the next one. This one. Do it quick. Afan, you need to refresh your stream. You are at the previous question, I think 22. We are 2 more question ahead than you. Here also we need to solve for the shaded area, guys. Make it quick. Vikram says 50 pi, 60. Duck is 50 pi, 50 by 4. Anish. Arshdeep says 100 minus 50 pi, that is 50 pi. Anish, 50 by 4 pi is incorrect. 50 pi is the right answer, guys. See, the diameter, the radius for the bigger circle is going to be 5 plus 5, 10, right? So the area of the entire circle is going to be pi r square. It's going to be 100 pi. Minus, let's just subtract this quadrant first. So it's going to be pi r square, which is pi 5 square by 4, right? Not 5, pi 10, because this radius is also 10. So it's going to give you 25 pi. 25 pi for the quadrant. And we do have these two semicircles. And these two semicircles together will form a circle only. So it's going to be pi r square, which is going to be pi 5 square. So this is also going to be 25 pi. Solving this, your answer is going to be 50 pi. 50 pi is the right answer, guys. True all rounder, yes. In terms of pi only, I mentioned this earlier also. Make it quick. This is very easy. Ayush is here. Hi Ayush. Guys, make it quick. We need to solve this. We need at least 80. Vikram is right. 80 is the right answer. Afan is here. 80, 80, 80. Janti is here. 80. Correct. Sheila is here. 80. 4 users. Anish 80. Okay. Ayushi is 80. 80. 80 is right, guys. See. This angle, if I'm going to join, this is going to be 20 and this is also going to be 20 because base angles of the isosceles triangle are equal. This is 40. So if it is 40, x is going to be double of it. X is going to be double of 40, which is 80. So 80 is the right answer. Let's have the next one. Let's have this. We're given with the area. We are given with the area and we need to solve for the value of x and y. There is a trapezoid. We can see that. Area is given. Solve for x and y. Do it quick, guys. And 17. Janti is the first one to give the answer. Maybe I'll let you know whether it is correct or not. Duck, I am here to explain how. I'll give you the explanation for sure. Whether I'm making the explanation so fast today, but I'll give you the explanation. X12, Y17, X12, Y17. Sheila is correct. Arshdev is correct. Duck is correct. No, Duck is not. Duck is confused. Sorry. Vikram 1217, Janti is correct. Okay, let's see. This is a trapezoid, right? We have discussed this problem earlier. We can solve the, we have the formula for the area of the trapezoid that half of the sum of the parallel side, these are the parallel side, these are the parallel side or parallel bases. Half of the sum of the parallel bases, which is x plus 20, into height, which is 15, is going to be equal to the area, which is 240, right? Area of the trapezium. Now using this, you can solve for the value of x. X is going to be 12. Once you got the value of x is 12, you can divide this figure like this. This entire length is 20. This much portion is 12. So the remaining is going to be 8. Use this triangle. This length is 15, right? So this is also going to be 15. Using Pythagorean theorem, you can solve for y. Y is going to be 17. So x is 12, y is 17. Those answers are correct. Let's move to the next question, guys. Let's have the next one. Wait a minute. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. We need to solve for the value of x, which is nothing but the intersection of the secants. Adarsh says 25. 25 Adarsh. Duck says 25. That's correct. 25. 145 Janti is incorrect. Okay. 25 is right, guys. All of you has given the correct answer for this. Now, as this intersection is lying at the exterior of the circle, so this is going to be, x is going to be half of the difference between the intercepted arcs. We did this so many of times. I have taught you so many of questions regarding this. And this difference is going to be 50. Half of the 50 is going to be 25. 25 is the right answer, guys. Let's have the next question. Let's move to the next one. Let's see if you guys can do this. This one. Whitey Boldam, Sahib, all of them are correct. We need to solve for the value of x. Make it quick, guys. It's 65 is incorrect, duck. You need to check your logic. 65 is not the right answer. 40. Sheila says 40. Okay, 40, 40. Afan says 40. Ashley says 40. 40. Duck, don't say you forgot. We are not here to remind the answers, whatever we have solved. We are here to check our logic, how fast we got actually. How much content we have grasped till now. Okay, so 40 is the right answer, guys. I think we need not to explain this. This is 25, the angle at the circumference, right? Then this angle is going to be double of it. This is going to be 50. I'm just going to give the explanation for only explain one of the method, right? So if this is 25, this is also going to be 25 because they are going to be alternate angles because these lines are parallel, right? So if this is 25, this is the angle at the circumference. This arc portion is also going to be 50, double of 25. So now as this is passing through the O, this must be a semicircle, correct? We already have these two arcs, which is going to be 50 plus 58, 100. So this remaining arc is going to be 80 degrees. So this is 80 degrees and this x is going to be half of it because this is subtended by the same arc but at the circumference. So x is half of 80, x is going to be 40 degree. 40 degree is the right answer, guys. You guys did it. 78.5 is not the correct answer, guys. Let's have the next one. Let's have the next one. Wait a minute. Let's have this. We need to solve for x. 2x plus 100 is equal to 180. Yes, you are right. We need to solve for the value of x here. And CD, the CD is parallel to AE. This is given to us. We need to solve for the value of x. Make it quick, guys. Gente, 108. Okay. One hundred two. All right. Janti, all of these questions we have discussed already. None of the question is new here. Whatever I am showing here, these are not the new ones. That's what I already told. If you have come across, okay, this one is from yesterday. I don't remember because I took at least 4 sessions every day. I don't remember that which question I have already given to you. Don't complain about that. Because being there, sitting there and just answering those questions is way more easy, right? I hope you guys understand that. Okay, this is 92 for sure. This is going to be 88, right? And as I told you, this is parallel, so this is also going to be 88, correct? This entire angle is going to be 108 because this is 20. So this 108 is nothing but the exterior angle of the cyclic quadrilateral, and we know that the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior angle formed by the alternate segments. So x is directly equal to 108, or you can solve for this angle and apply the supplementary angle property also. 108 is the right answer. Let's have the next one. Let's have one more. This one. Make it quick, guys. Duck says 36, Wickham 36, 12 is incorrect. 36% is the right answer. We need to solve for the 36, 36, 36. Sheila says 36. Alright, 36 is the right answer, guys. For this, I'm going to explain for those who has given the incorrect answer. 16. Root of 16 can be written as 16 upon 100, but as they are in root, so on solving we are going to get it as 4 by 10. Similarly, this 4% can be written as 4 upon 100, right? So this is 0.4 and this is 0.04. Which on subtraction is going to give you 0.36? So 0.36 is nothing but 36% only, right? And we are going to solve for this question mark. So question mark value is 36. 36 is the right answer. Heavy P Adarsh now. Yes, now you are right. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. This x. Just give me the value of this x. Make it quick, guys. Three. Yes. 3. Afan, Arshdev, Vikram, and Anish. 3 is the right answer, guys. 7. Sheila. 7 is incorrect. Sahib Singh, 3. 3 is the right answer, guys. Okay. Look, this is very simple, right? We have this 5. So this is going to be 6 offshore. Now this much length is 5. Because this area is 30, so 6 into 5 must be 30. So this is 6, this is 5. This entire length is going to be 11. As the area is 33, so this much length is going to be 3 only. So 11 into 3 is going to give me 33. So my x value is 3. Okay, let's have the next one. Let's have this. Make it quick, guys. Duck says 50, Adarsh says 50, Sheila says 50, Vikram 50, Ayush 50. 50 is the right answer, guys. And for this question, you need not to do anything, right? Just think of swiping the areas. Like for this particular area, you can have it like here only. And let's move this area to this portion. So this and this will become unshaded. So it means we need to solve for this area only. So this is going to be half of the total square. So this is 10. This much portion is going to be 5, right? This entire length is 10. So 10 into 5 is going to be 50 directly. So your answer is 50. Or we can say half of the square area. 50 is the right answer. Let's have the next one. Do it quick. Guys, make it quick. X60, Y40. One user. 6040. Anish says the same. Anyone else? 60, 100. 100 is incorrect. 6040, 6040 is the right answer. Okay. Look, why you are getting 100, I don't know. Like if this is 2x, this is the angle at a center, this is going to be x. Now equate the opposite angle. Opposite angles are going to be supplementary, right? Sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So 2x plus x is 3x. 3x is going to be 180 and x is going to be 60 directly. Now this x is the interior angle formed by the alternate segment. This is directly equal to this exterior angle, y plus 20. So directly you can write y plus 20 is equal to x. X we have solved as 60. You can get the value of y as 40 degree. However, there are multiple approaches. You can solve for this 2x first and then solve for the y using the linear pair property. That's completely on to you. Okay, x is 60, y is 40. Okay, wait a sec. Let's have this one. Adashkar, you are asking for how. I'll explain one more time. Don't worry. Just have this one first. We need to solve for the value of x. x 60 है तो टोटल 120 हुआ. ओके हाँ अरे y प्लस 20 प्लस 2x होगा ना फिर वहां पे तो y प्लस 20 प्लस 2x इज इक्वल टू 180. इक्वल टू 120 कैसे हो गया? y plus 20 is equal to x, not 2x. We need to solve for the value of x in this particular question. Take your time, think about it. कौन सा क्वेश्चन? Dakshay, are you talking about which question? You're talking about this particular question, the question on the screen right now, or the previous one? This arc measure is given to you as 190. This is given as 13x minus 7, and this angle is 5x minus 5. I have uploaded the videos, guys, already on these questions. I don't know why you guys haven't seen those videos. If you call yourself math lovers or you want to learn something new, why don't you give your time, like 2-3 minutes, to those videos? And this, I have given the theorem for this already. I have explained this question multiple times. X is 9. 74 by 5 is not correct, Sheila. I am not expecting this answer from you. Anish says 9. Afan says 9. Afan is the first to give the answer for this. Vikram says 9. Okay, 9 is correct. Okay. Guys, we did the theorem which says angle at an intersection, right? We had a question already today also, that it's going to be half of the difference between the intercepted arcs. So half of 190 minus 13x minus 7. But don't you dare to put the brackets here. If you forget to put the brackets, your question will get wrong. Or else just do the sign change, right? To change the sign directly. Is equal to this angle, 5x minus 5. Now using this, you can solve for the value of x directly. X is going to be 9 directly. And we have discussed this theorem before also, right? Let's have the next question, guys. Alright, guys, this is going to be the last question for today, I think. We need to solve for x, y, and z. Do it quick. Let's see how many of you can do this. Duck says x is equal to 16. Okay. That's your guess. Why you're guessing like that? Don't make a guess, Daksh. Z is equal to 48, okay. X16, Y6, Z 48, okay. Sheila Devi is the first to give the answer for all of the variables. But let's see how many of you can give the answer for this. Guys, make it quick. X equal to 16, Anish. Okay, what about Y and Z? Vikram says X16, Y6, Z 48. Alright. I think I can see that 2 or 3 users has given the correct answer. Let me just give the explanation. Duck, because they are getting live every day, maybe. And we have solved this question. See, this is 116. We can solve for these two angles directly. Using an isosceles angle property, this is going to be 32 and this is also going to be 32. Other thing is this is 116. This is the angle at the center. This is going to be half of it. So this is going to be 58. Now using the angle sum property in this triangle, which is ABC, you can solve for the value of x directly. This is 58. This is x plus 32. And this is 42 plus 32, right? Your x value is going to be, your x is 16. Now you have solved for x. This much portion is 16. This angle is 32. So 16 plus 32, this angle is going to be 48. This angle is going to be the exterior angle formed by the chord and the tangent, right? We know that angle between chord and tangent is same as the angle between the alternate segments. So z is directly equal to 48. So you have z also. Now go for this triangle. In this triangle we have y and this 42. 42 and y are the interior angle of the triangle and z is the exterior angle. So we can use this property that sum of the two interior angle is equal to the exterior angle. Substitute the values there directly. Z is 48. You can solve for the value of y. Y is going to be 6. So this is the answer. I think x is 16. Right? Abhishek is correct. Alright guys. Let's have few more questions. I think or let's call it a day. Just let me know. You guys want few more questions so we can discuss few more. At least 2, 3 or maybe 5 at most. Or else we can call it a day. Few more please. Okay Adarsh, we'll have few more. Let's have this. All right, Anish. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. We need to solve for the value of x. BD is an angle bisector. It is given to you. Anish, you said you are going to leave. Now you are answering again. 8. Sheila, you need to refresh. It's not a right angle. Surish Saha, it's not a right angle. That's like it's reflecting angle bisector. These are angle bisectors. BD is an angle bisector. Okay. Angle bisector property, Sheila, you are right. Okay, we'll not waste that much of time because all of you have already given the answer. Now, I'm going to give the properties that directly says, if we know that angle bisector of a triangle, it divides the opposite segment in two halves. In two different segments. One is this is CD and another is AD. So the theorem says that these segments are going to be proportional to the corresponding side, these corresponding sides. So if they are proportional, we can write them in ratio. So I can write 2x minus 4, this 2x minus 4 upon 8 is equal to this 15, right? 15 upon this portion AD. So AD is going to be how much? This entire length is 18. This is 8. So this is going to be 10. 15 by 10. Simplify this. You can solve for the value of x. Your x is going to be 8. So all of those who has given the answer as 8, they are correct. Alright. Let's have the next one. Yes, Pinky, we are at the rapid fire right now. We are not doing any other thing. Let's have this. We need to solve for the area. No, they are not similar triangle. Yes, they can be treated as a similar triangle, but there is a theorem for the angle bisector. Daksha. That's what we call, just go and search like angle bisector theorem for a triangle. They are not similar triangles. Guys, we are given with a hexagon. You need to give the answer in terms of r. Radius of the hexagon is given as, or we can say radius of the circle is given to you already, this r. This is a regular hexagon. All of the sides are going to be equal. Radius is not given. You need to give the answer in terms of r. Anish is here. Sheila is here. Sheila says 3 root 3 by 2 r square. Anish, your answer is incorrect. Abhishek is correct. Duck 9 r square. Okay. Duck, your answer is wrong. 3 root 3 by 4. No. 3 root 3 by 2 r square. Adarshkar is right. Derry is right. Derry has given the explanation only. Look guys, this r is going to be form 6 equilateral triangle because it is a regular hexagon. Right? So my area is going to be 6 into root 3 by 4 r square. So this one simplification will become 3 by 2. Why you are writing 3 by 4? Right? Let's have the next one. Wait a minute. This is going to be very easy, I think. R will become the side of the equilateral triangle. Yes, you are right, Anish. Do it. 10. Duck is there. 10. Sheila says 10. Abhishek says 10. 10 is right. 10 is correct. No need to give the explanation because if I'm going to extend these, right, they'll form a triangle, right angle triangle. 4 is already there. This side will become 8 and this side will become 6. You can apply the Pythagorean theorem. You'll be getting the value of AB as 10. Alright, let's have the next one. Indra Arav, if you want bit hard question, you should have come first when we have started the session. If you want me to share the hard question right now, we can't because we are playing rapid fire. I don't want my audience to get stuck somewhere. We want those questions so that we can do it quickly. Or if you are think it is a waste of time for you, you can leave the stream. I'm not forcing you. I'm not holding you, and no one here is there to hold you. We need to solve for x, y, and z. Z is 125. Okay. Daksha x30 ducks. X35. 35 is right. Okay. Sorry, my voice is not clear. How is it possible? I think everyone is responding correctly. X is 45, Y is 55, Z is... Alright, I can see most of you has Daksha has given the correct. Sahib, Indra, Afan. Alright guys, let's see. This is very simple, I think. 110 is there. This is 55 because it's going to be half of it. And this is going to be a right angle because BD is a diameter. So you can solve for x. X is going to be 35 directly. And using the opposite angle property of a cyclic quadrilateral, y plus z is going to be 180. So your z is going to be 125. So that's pretty simple. Let's have this one, and this is going to be the last question, guys. Sheila, yes, your explanation was correct. This is the last question because I have to go now. I have already extended this session up to like it's 1 hour 34 minutes already. I can't speak. Derry says 35. Duck says 122.5. Duck is playing. Duck is in the game still. Solve for XYZ. We have discussed this question. All of these questions has been discussed already. Sheila, I'm not expecting a wrong answer from your side, Sheila. For those Duck, because Duck knows the answer, so it's not tough this time. We did this earlier. Anish is right. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's see. I'll give the explanation and we call it a day. For you guys, for make it like simple to give you a better view, I'll erase this for your understanding. As we did this before also, I think now it is pretty much clear. See, right? These are nothing but the intersection of the chords. So what we can do, this is 35, this is 80. We can use the theorem, and the angle formed at intersection is half of the sum of the intercepted arcs. So half of these arcs, half of the sum of these arcs is going to be, this is going to be 57.5. This much is 57.5. Using the linear pair, we can solve for XYZ. It's going to be 122.5, right? This is the one method. Another thing, if you want to solve this directly, you can use this angle. You can use this arc. This arc can be solved easily because this is nothing but this is on the diameter. So this is representing the semicircle. This would be 180. Similarly, this much portion is already given as 35. This is 80. This is also going to be how much? This is going to be 65 because all of three together are going to form a semicircle. So this portion is going to be 65. Now use that theorem. Using this theorem, that XYZ is going to be directly XYZ half of 180 plus 65. Use the same theorem. This is going to be 245. So half of 245 is going to be 122.5. I hope it is clear, guys. I'm making a bit hurry right now because we have these questions. Guys, what you are typing here? Wait a minute. Sahib is correct. 122 is correct. Adarsh. Okay, guys, don't fight here, please. It's completely up to them because we have done this question so many times. It is but obvious that some of the guys can remember the question answer also, so that's fair, right? It's only the time when they can answer. The thing is, they can keep the things in mind, so it's their choice. They are practicing, maybe. Don't point up. No, I can understand. No one is fighting, no, or praising. I can understand. I can see the difference between praise and leg pulling. Okay. Alright guys, so let's call it a day, and it has been more than 1 hour already. I think I made a mistake by giving you so many of questions, correct? So no, Saurabh, we are done already. We'll have the next session tomorrow at the same timing. I would love to see you there. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Ram Ram. Anish. Alright guys, see you tomorrow at the same timing. Yes, I'm ending. Yes. Bye Adarsh. Bye Saurabh. Bye Shira. Jai Shri Ram. Indra Arav. Make sure you eat mangoes. Okay. Bye bye.